valuable currency in this world is truth.
And truth doesn't have to exclude getting a wife, getting a family,
Of course.
exploring into the pleasures and the pleasures of the senses. Why? Because isn't it part of an inquiry that you want to figure out what actually works? Now, if you need to, a person needs a taste of all of these different realms of life to discover that ultimately it does not lead to enduring happiness.
Yeah, I've already had the taste, so I think right now it's not. I don't know if I would get. I'm sure I'd get something from it.
And I trust nature, because what is what we call evolution or expansion or creativity? What is what we call creativity? Except the force of expansion. And growth is creative, right? So is it not logical that once your inner being reaches a certain level of growth, it will be instinctive and automatic that it's going to seek the next level of growth? So the problem is, it's not that you're exploring into all these different areas of life and so-called preoccupations. The only problem is that one doesn't learn the lesson. You go through one disappointment and then you repeat it 1,000,000 times in a row, and still you do not learn that this does not lead anywhere. So if that is the point, if that is what happens, you have a taste of these different areas of life and you find ultimately it is not satisfying. Now it is time to move beyond them, rather than repeating the same vicious cycle. So that's the problem.
It's funny, I always tell myself, I think greatness is the ability to recognize. Like I don't think greatness comes down to innate talent. I think it's the expediency with which you can recognize patterns and mistakes within your doing, and once you recognize them, you can move past them.
Of course, the only sensible way to grow in life is first and foremost to be conscious of your own limitations.
Yeah.
You don't even know what your limitations are. How would you have a standard as to what is there to transcend? There's no point of focusing upon growth. It's a futile process. It's just like trying to pull a tree out of a seed. A wise gardener knows very well, you cannot pull a tree out of a seed. The only thing you can do is remove the obstacles that prevent life from thriving. And with this understanding, if you put the seed in the right soil, the right climate, the right atmosphere, proper season, with the right ingredients, the clean care, clean amount of water, with all the ingredients put together, to this extent he can make an effort, right? But beyond that, it's now in the hands of the grace of the creation. He cannot force life into being. The only thing he can do, prepare the ground. Then it's in the hands of the grace of the creation. So this is like a partnership between your own effort and the grace of the creation. Spiritual process is exactly the same way. You cannot force growth into being. You can only make an effort to remove the obstacles. But then the real work is done by nature, by your own nature. Because actually, what you are seeking, which is yourself, how far away can it be? It's not light years away. It's not even like this. If I put both my palms together like this is a distance. It's like this. Not this, it's like this. You're not even one step away from what you are right now. And the whole absurdity is, you are what you are seeking, but yet you're not conscious of what it is that you are seeking. So the whole spiritual process can be understood as a process of mental purification. If you remove the mental obstacles that are preventing you from becoming more conscious of who you really are, then what you are just shines forth. It's like one of the images that's used in the East. It's just like clouds obscuring the light of the sun. Once the clouds have cleared the path, then the light of the sun simply radiates the light, without any hindrance in all directions. So if you remove the mental obstacles, then what you are will become very clear to you. And in fact, in reality, you cannot practice meditation. Because meditation is all about deepening your awareness, right? Right now you are aware. Are you aware right now?
Sure.
You're not doing it. It's already happening, right? Awareness it's like an impersonal, it has an impersonal life of its own.
Mm-hmm.
My awareness, I don't have any copyright over it. You don't have any copyright over awareness. My awareness and your awareness, in terms of the difference between the two, there's no difference at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
The witness that's sitting in the chariot, he's always just absorbing the scenery, non-critical, non-judgmental. So you can't cultivate that witness. The witness is already there. However, it seems like it's being cultivated, because as the mental obstacles start weakening, then the nature of that witnessing intelligence becomes clearer and clearer. So it seems as though you're expanding your awareness, but actually no expansion of awareness is happening. What's expanding is you're having a clearer view of a vast horizon. It's just like what I said. You have a piece of paper, you draw a small incision in the paper, you will see things just through that limited perspective. You stretch it out a little bit more, a larger hole, you have a larger perspective, rip the whole thing apart, and what is left? Just boundless space everywhere. But that boundless space was always there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has been added, nothing has been subtracted. If anything has been subtracted, it's not more or less space. It's just the obstacles that were preventing this broader vision.